Souls that want your soul to get better. Mudslinging so early. What's recording? Yay! The vapors. Oh, look at all the smoke. Smoke bomb! Cut. Do it again. Okay. She didn't know dad like I did. That's why.
God, I wish I had a real name.
Dude, I have one hell of a set of balls on me. We're looking a little bit. Super Salve is absolutely 100% amazing. I make it myself. It's not what it's made of, it's how it's made that makes it work so well. It's made using an ancient spiritual practice known as alchemy, which is where you take the life force of a plant you're working with and you transform it into something else while keeping the ether of the plant intact. And another name for ether is soul. So in the end, you have a jar of little baby plant souls that want your soul to get better. So that's how it's able to work so well. So it works for many people in many different ways because literally every body is different and so is every soul. So it's these souls are helping to fix that soul. So that's why it does some unexplainable shit that science cannot explain. Sometimes I've had a lot of stories. But what you can use it for is it helps with pain, inflammation, anxiety, depression, rage, cuts, bites, burns, herpes, hemorrhoids, scars, scabies. I mean, the list goes on. Every day we're finding out that it does more and more stuff. More than things that I ever even knew. Because like I said, this hasn't existed in forever. In fact, I don't think this has ever existed like this, considering it's made upon the spiritual level. And so it literally does things that are unexplainable. I've got clients who eat it now. I've got a lot of clients who have like fibromyalgia or MS and they've started eating it. I've eaten it before just to prove to people that it can be eaten. One day I had 2 shows in one day. Now, if you see my previous videos, you know that I have 2 titanium rods and 28 bolts in my back, which is what pushed me to make this product. And one day I had 2 shows. So that means setting up, tearing down, setting up, tearing down. And it was hotter than Hades. And it was, I believe, in August. And so earlier in the day, I had a bunch of this. And if you've seen me at the shows in the summertime, this is all liquid by then. Right now it's like, what month are we in? March? Yeah, it's freezing outside. I don't think it's literally snowing outside right now. Anyway, so it's all melty. And so I took a shot of it. I took about 2 tablespoons worth and just gulped it down. And I was feeling really good for hours. It fought my pain for a solid 5-6 hours. It was insane. I was really happy with it that day. And then, like I said, and it works within minutes of using it. It immediately starts taking away, or immediately starts helping with inflammation. Most of what's in here are anti-inflammatories, antiseptics, mood enhancers, and that's about it if you're putting them all together. There's also some pain-fighting herbs that are in here as well. But like I said, it's how it's made, not what it's made of, which is what makes it so unique. So that's why the patenting process is taking a little bit extra time because we have to go about it a certain way to be able to do so. But the one thing about this is it's not just a medicine. It's a movement. This is us taking our healing back into our hands. You know, we don't have to go to the doctor for every little thing. You know what I mean? Like if you need antibiotics, definitely, yeah. If you're really, really sick, go to the doctor. But there's some things where we shouldn't have to go for every little ache and pain. You know what I mean? And so this is something that you can have on hand that helps with stuff like that. It's even been known to help people with big stuff. Like it helps me with my big pain. And like I said, I've got a lot. Every night I use a 3-finger gob about that big and I rub it up and down my back like that, like an upside down T across my lower lumbar. And it helps me go to sleep. It's the only thing that can actually get my metal and muscles to actually relax, which doesn't sound like much, but if you're dealing with foreign metal in your body, it's really, really hard to be able to get the muscles around it to relax. So that's like a really hard thing but this helps with it a lot. And like I said, you also can give it to your animals too. I have one friend whose dog has, I forget what it's called, but it's like a type of rash that gets on their nose and there's no known cure for it. And she started using this and it helped it right away. And so this will also be something that I will be putting in my future online store once we get it up and rolling. And so I will let y'all know when that happens. That'd be really fun. And yeah, and so like I said, this is me taking my healing back from all the experiences that I've ever had and everything that I've ever learned and put it all in one so that other people don't have to go through so much pain like I did. So there you go. And I'm going to go ahead and leave her there. Mwah!